Sonoma County, in the magical land of wine, wealth, and privilege, it appears that physical violence is not the tool of preference for the attainment of liquid gold, it's political sleight of hand. I resent very deeply that this proposal was pretty much kept under wraps and would have stayed that way unless and until some keen eyes discovered it, exposed it, and disseminated it so that those responsible for this clandestine proposal could be called out on it. I also resent that those responsible for the nefarious proposal thought that they could obtain the backing of Senator McGuire for it. At this point, I must ask the 100 million gallon question. Why are community members having mandatory conservation imposed upon them while Big Ag is having to face no such restrictions?
That's right.
And make it unequivocally clear that you will have no part in any proposal whose ultimate goal is to control by our precious Sonoma County water supply by the relative wealthy few land barons. My final thoughts tonight will be directed at Ms. Ravitch and Sheriff Freitas. The fact that Ms. Ravitch retained and hired a paid professional police protagonist to render an opinion that she needed to match her preconceived findings rather than spending the money to conduct an actual conditions test and reenactment of the death of Andy Lopez in order to arrive at the real truth is pretty disgusting. And Sheriff Freitas' misguided, unpopular decision to put Eric Delhouse back on the streets, patrolling the streets of Sonoma County, has done nothing to engender respect. And the Sheriff's Department is sorely in need of rebuilding its reputation and renewing the public trust. As far as I'm concerned, you both ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You certainly have made me ashamed to say I'm from Sonoma County.
Thank you for doing this. This encourages free speech, and I want to thank everybody who does speak up for free speech. So it's a very valuable thing, our most valuable resource, actually. I just want to ask a question for you, which will also be a bit of an update on the criminal justice initiatives before the state legislature at the moment, and ask you how you feel about them. The first one is AB 953, which will support which will take care of Racial and Identity Profiling Act, changing the profiling law, and trying to advance police-community relations. Then there's, just real quickly, 5 others. Senate Bill 124 from Lino, a bill that would end solitary confinement for children.
Real quick, supported that.
Okay. No comment yet on
it hasn't come to us yet. So, and I'm not trying to be coy on that one. It's just I have not seen it yet.
Thank you for your support on Senate Bill 124. Very good. That's a bill that would end solitary confinement for children. So if you want to applaud for the Senate to do that. Senate Bill 261 from Hancock would make certain individuals who are under the age of 22 and they committed a crime eligible for a parole hearing after serving a lengthy prison sentence. Senate Bill 219, a bill that would codify and expand access to the alternative custody program so that women can retain close family ties and help to end the intergenerational cycle of incarceration. And Assembly Bill 1352, which will allow defendants to withdraw a guilty or no contest plea to avoid harsh and unintended consequences. And finally, AB 1056, a bill that would create the Second Chance Program for community reentry and provide direction to the Board of State Community Corrections grant-making process to prioritize community-based alternatives. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. I have not seen the last 2 Assembly bills. Let me get back to you here before the end of the evening on SB 261 and 219. And I'm not trying to be trying to avoid the question. I don't remember. So I need to go back, and I just want to be very blunt with you. So, but I will get back to you.
I share your ability not to remember.
Okay.